My name is Kelly Hunter. I'm the Director of Operations for Star Incorporated. We've been around since 1972. We provide adult day services and transportation services and vocational services for individuals with developmental disabilities who live in Scioto County, Ohio. I've been in this role roughly 20 years. I've been with the company about 23 years, and we serve around 120 individuals. We have around 50 employees. So our mission that we strive to fulfill is, we want to be the provider of choice in our area that provides opportunities to enhance individuals with developmental disabilities, their life, giving them services and supports that maximize their independence, promote community involvement, provide vocational opportunities, because we feel, having a job and having something vocational to do with your life is one of the, foundations, one of the pillars of what, being a good citizen, living a good life. So, we have folks that work as little as, an hour a week, and then we have folks that, work full time, pretty much 35, 40 hours a week. We do a lot of community integration, community involvement. Folks are out volunteering in dozens of different businesses in our community. Also, folks are, engaging in what they want to do, going to concerts, going to recreational activities, playing in, challenger baseball leagues, things that everybody else does. We try to make sure that folks with developmental disabilities that we serve get those opportunities as well. So we've been doing this, for quite a while, and we're in a very good position to help a lot of people, because over the years we've kind of captured this market that we're in. We have the largest market share, and we reach a lot of families in Scioto County. Had a provider for quite a few years, and service had really dropped off. When I say service, it wasn't that they wouldn't come and send a tech and do things. It's I think the competency level had dropped. In other words, how competitive IT field is, and I think the company had just kind of lost most of its really skillful people, talented people, to other bigger regional kind of outfits, and we had a data breach. So we were really concerned. We had a situation where one of the servers that's supposed to be backed up and double redundancy and the cloud and all that. Well, we lost 22 days of data. And so what we did is we said, well, we're going to go out, we're going to research, we're going to CEOs across the state, we're going to talk to county boards across the state, and we're going to get some good recommendations. So from that, we got, 2 or 3, hey, we work with these folks, we work with these folks, and Go Concepts was one of the companies that were recommended by several different sources, and, we kind of researched and vetted, and, I talked to 3 different CEOs, I talked to 2 different CEOs and 1 superintendent. So, 2 superintendents. I talked to the superintendent from Lawrence County DD and Scioto County DD. So, and then 2 CEOs. So they all said, hey, Go Concepts have provided excellent, service. We're happy with them. And so I thought, well, we got to pull the trigger. We got to move. We can't stay with the same company that we had this data loss with. Our board of directors would not have, you know what I mean? It's just, I told the fellow, I said, you're, it's not that you've done, F service, but this is an F. The previous company, when you have a data loss of 22 days, it's pass fail, right? So we switched and reached out to Go. I think I dealt with Brett from Go. There was another fellow there too, and I'm forgetting his name because he was a part of the initial onboard processing. I know he was down in Florida. I can't remember his name though. I know he called me when he was on vacation because we were kind of in the middle of the switchover. If I look back through the emails, I could get his name, but I know Brett Coburn, I believe, was very instrumental in our onboarding, process, and I was really pleased. I think he's very, I'm very impressed with his customer service and how he not only worked through during the onboarding, but I can call him right now and he'll pick up the phone and. I don't think we're a part of his necessarily accounts or, what his role is, but he'll always facilitate getting me connected with the right people. For example, we had an issue with cell phone service. We're in a pretty big building, it's up against the foothills and Appalachia, against these foothills that are filled with iron ore deposits. So we have really crappy cell phone coverage and Wi-Fi. And so Brett was part of getting us some quotes and getting some access points put in here and to help with that. So, whatever we've needed, they've always, responded and been very diligent about getting what we need to conduct business here. I think Go is big enough and it has talented, techs, engineers, people in all facets of the IT world. It's not a person that's trying to do 6 different roles or, manage the network and then do the whole array of things. I think they have a large enough and a talented enough staff where they have people that specialize in certain roles. So what I would say is I feel very comfortable, very strong when I call that I'm going to get someone who can deal and solve the problem, right? Ultimately, in any business that you run, you rely on the IT to help solve problems, to help make the business run more efficiently. And I feel very confident when I call Go Concepts IT support that I'm going to get an answer. I'm going to get a problem solved. And that's really, strong because in the previous provider that we had of IT services, there was no confidence in that. You would call, they'd send somebody out 3 or 4 times, it wouldn't be fixed. There would be, a real morass, a real kind of, you want it to be timely. You want your IT problems to be solved quickly, and with Go, they are. There's not many IT options in Southern Ohio, so when we say South Central or Southeastern Ohio, there's not a lot of IT options. They're there, but again, they don't have the capabilities that a Go Concept does. They don't have the large toolbox of staff and technical skills. And so, yeah, we feel, again, that's one of the positives of going with Go Concepts is they can meet any need that we have. Whereas, a lot of local folks, they're going to have to call out and outsource and get consultants to do things. So you're really, it's really just delaying any of the problems that need solved. lot of times the smaller companies are going to have to use consultants, and it's just going to slow the process down. And that's what I saw, right? I saw it firsthand where, I called Go one time and, they start working on the problem and the problem gets fixed. And whereas in the previous IT companies, we worked with two previous IT companies, and one of them was pretty big regional company in this area, in this Tri-County area that we are, but they were even slower than the other company we worked with. So we moved from them to another company, and then finally we've moved to Go.